Wow. Okay, fine. I'll go get my camera. Just keep being resplendent till I get back. How long was I gone on this trip? 3 days? Somehow it still feels good to come home to Vermont. My camera is underneath all this. Car packing for dummy. This weekend was the height of my professional success. And I survived it on donuts and coffee. I always tell my students that a key to being an artist is a daily journal practice. Sometimes I even follow it myself. After last year, it was time to start fresh with a new journal. I never responded to this. My most trusted companion. My manager Hazel is always... Some of my students take... Loretta is smart enough to half-ass her assignments and get away with it. My manager Hazel is always looking out for me. And sometimes I want to kill her. My most trusted companion. Some of my students take my class so... Loretta is smart enough to have... My agent Hazel said I need to look more like an artist. So I bought this hat. I think I'll stick to looking like Max. The further my life takes me, the more I find myself... The further my life takes me, the more... The selfie I took just before this trip. I think I knew I'd want to hold on to this moment. Time for your close-up. Something horrible is happening on campus. I've got to get back now. I've been gone for 3 days and all hell has broken loose. This is so horrible. The Abraxas logo. Killers. What does all this mean? What happened here? Loretta's march? What does Loretta have to do with all of this?
Where's the damn fire department? They're all tied up at that destroyed building where this mess started. Fremont? But all the students are down here! Fuck!
All units on site, 1082 at the Fine Arts Building. Repeat, all units.
Damn it! Come on!
Campus security is out in force. Is it for the fire or something else? I need to see if anyone needs help. What the hell? Where did all this anger come from? Loretta's march? What does Loretta have to do with all of this? Where did all this come from?
Get us out of here!
No! Hang on! I will get help!
can't get in here! Someone set this fire on purpose. Damn it! The security! There's students trapped in the atrium!
No shit, you need to clear out now!
The whole campus is burning. This is so horrible.
Max! Help!
Moses? Hold on! I'm coming!
Max! Hurry, the roof is caving in!
No! Come on! Come on! I'll save you, Moses. I'll save everyone. Just give me time. No smoke. No screams. I did it. Oh God, I did it. I jumped into a photo again. I'm sure this won't have terrible, far-reaching consequences for the school or the people I love. What have I done? What did I do after I took this photo? It feels like a lifetime ago. Yes, I was going to see Moses. If anyone will know what to do, it's the physicist who studies time travel. And we will do something. My powers are complicated, and they can be dangerous. But this is my home, and I won't let it. Oh my God.
Hello?
Hi, Hazel.
Max! Big night tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Something really, really big has come up. I can't make it this weekend.
You are kidding me. Max, these are not the kind of people you want to cancel on.
I'm so sorry for the late notice. I only just found out myself.
Okay, I see this all the time. Young, talented artist on the verge of stardom. You're feeling some jitters. I get it.
No, it's not that. I know what I need to do. It's so peaceful. But for how long? Moses should be waiting for me in his office. Is a jack-o'-lantern series too on the nose for a New England photographer? I wonder how Moses will react to all this. He's smiling, but you know he feels empty inside. His students don't call him Space Daddy for nothing, no matter how often he tells them not to. I told Moses they should add a laser light show, but apparently that's not the point of Plan... Moses, I'm from the future. I bring dark tidings of...
I told Dr. Jordan he didn't need to convince me. My own conversations with you were sufficient, not to mention your student ratings. Your intro courses are 9s in a sea of 4s. For you to be so highly regarded, especially by non-majors, is... well, very highly regarded, it seems.
Max? You okay?
Sorry. Long day. You were saying?
I was just telling Moses that he is officially invited to join the Caledon faculty once he becomes Dr. Murphy next year.
Right, the job offer. I remember. I mean... I overheard Vin on a call yesterday. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are very exciting.
This building is the one real investment that Caledon has made in the sciences. With 4 departments under one roof, we need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
I thought most students came to Caledon for liberal arts.
Currently, yes. But if we want to remain competitive and move past the events of last year, Caledon needs to modernize. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
If my students show up and work hard, they receive A's. Art is subjective.
And yet we've managed to judge and critique art for centuries, if not millennia. I see no reason to stop on your account.
Max isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
It's not that I doubt your talent, Max. You're just a beneficiary of her short-sightedness. I mean, a professor, an instructor with no teaching experience or terminal degree, living rent-free in the house that was once reserved for visiting luminaries? It's like, how is this allowed to happen?
Wow. I do not remember this conversation being such a disaster.
Well, duty calls. Moses, contact my office if you have any questions about the offer.
Man, that guy is just dying to fire me.
You already knew about my job offer. But you had to remember, so... You're not rewinding from later today, are you?
You're good. I'm back from Sunday.
Did you jump back into a photo? We agreed that that was too dangerous.
If you saw the alternative, I think you'd agree it was worth the risk.
What happened? Did something go wrong with the gallery show?
No, the show was great, incredible, but while I was gone, something at Caledon went very, very wrong. There was a protest about something. It turned into a riot. By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally, it is a bit more abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you. There were students trapped inside. It was bad. I think a lot of people got hurt.
Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
I wasn't sure if I should. I've used my powers to save people before. It doesn't always end well.
Yet you came back here. And I'm glad you did.
I've never felt so powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of. So, where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues, talk to suspects without rousing suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work. Moses is right. I need to be prepared for this weekend. Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control-Z. Moses' pride and joy. Though, he hasn't had as much time for the stars since he started studying my powers. We've covered a lot of ground these past months together. No crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. That's something. Yeah. About that whole avoid section, I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then they stopped Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing. No correlation yet. After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks my... I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself. Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. Moses is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to... Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring. You really understand how I'm feeling right now. Turtle strapped to a rocket booster. Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some... Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment. Time to fire up my rewind powers so I can grab that index card before Moses rips it. Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a Fireflinger did the deed. Moses is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens. I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai, but anime can surprise me. How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. Tony and Moses make it look easy. How do you keep somebody that close for that long? I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then no crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. Yeah. About that whole avoid section, I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind. Are you my mystery killer? Don't...
Get us out of here!
Moses is pride and joy. Though, Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control-Z. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it... Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood You really understand how I'm feeling right now. Turtle strapped to a rocket booster. Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3. Well, you're definitely no true samurai. Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open? Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still.
Yoink!
Welcome back!
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster.
Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a Fireflinger did the deed. Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait. Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abused. When I, split reality in two and then mashed it back together, it wasn't exactly seamless. I offered to help him finish it, but Moses likes the reminder that all those crazy memories really happened. Don't worry, Swordmaster Frostbite. I'll find your killer. Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers. Don't worry, Swordmaster Frostbite. I'll find your killer. Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers. Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait.
Yoink.
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil sword master.
People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a Fireflinger did the deed. Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait.